Yeah. What's going on, y'all? Because I'm a Fury and I'm back at it. And I'm here to tell you guys and gals, whoever's listening, I don't need no suit or a fancy image to push a high value agenda. Everybody's talking about Kevin Samuels. And personally, I ain't got nothing against the brother. What I have a problem with is this is a outward exposure of the self-esteem of a lot of black men. Okay? And this is coming from a guy who doesn't have financially much to offer in the grand scheme of things. I work, I pay my bills, I get through life, ain't flashy, ain't extravagant, ain't got a brand new fancy spanking new car. But I don't let that get in the way of how I feel about myself. And yes, even though I always feel there's room for improvement, paramedic school, should I? Nursing school? My job is offering to pay partial for it. All I gotta figure out is which one I'm gonna do, how much time, can I work it around my work schedule? That's all I really need to know. And balance it out before I attack. A balanced attack to improve yourself. Something that won't leave me financially in dire straits. Because a lot of these people will tell you about how high value they are because they got a college degree, because they put on a suit and stuff, or they carry themselves a certain way for the camera. But you gotta understand, they are flawed human beings just like anybody else. So my thing is, if you can take bits and pieces of advice, that's all well and good. But to mold your whole complete self after somebody, no. See, people go through life and they inherit different traits and different things. If they see something that they feel will increase their appeal without breaking the bank or without sacrificing so much of their individuality, they will do it. But it's got this whole impression that a lot of people just aren't happy with being themselves. You are an amalgam of your life's experiences and things that you cling on to. That's what I'm trying to say and, show the words. So I don't associate myself with, I got to be looked at as a high value man. I was walking through the city today after I got out the gym. I was walking through my home city, certain areas, got out, keep the blood flowing, because one of the worst things you can do is immediately lay down after having a good workout. It's one of the most painful things you can do for your body. You try to keep going and, move around for a little bit and stuff. Like it's a cool down basically. So anyway, some people from the old drug fiends to like females about maybe 2 or 3 years older than me or so will compliment me. I had a mask on, y'all, outside, and they compliment. Not I have a shirt on, a pretty decent sized shirt that doesn't accentuate all my my body, and I was getting compliments that you look good. And I'm like, really? That's what I'm saying to myself. Not that I don't believe it, but I'm like, well, I'm not used to getting complimented a lot. I know I look good. The thing is that I don't need a stinking suit. Yes, I would like to dress up and go places occasionally, but I'm not going to sit here on social media with a suit on or so, or throw all these things on. I would like to look nice when I go out to places, but I'm not a suit and tie kind of guy. And the suit and tie do not make me a high value person. People insinuate a lot of things about themselves, and a lot of guys are starting to see the old school thing. Like, this guy's just basically telling you, Samuels is basically telling you high value, but I'm like, financial tips, okay, about saving your money. Things of that nature. Things that I wish I've known when I was younger. I'm learning and have learned. And I'm starting to incorporate them because I have a lot of life to live. And I have a comfortable schedule that allows me to work certain places and do more things that I couldn't do before when you were stuck with a stereotypical 9 to 5. When you do a 9 to 5, it's basically like a 5 day a week job. Now I got something where I'm working 3 days a week and I could always work another job, or I can go to school. I could do a lot of different things. You're not on somebody else's calendar. If it takes you a little while longer to get there, so be it. You're getting there. You're making that attempt. A lot of people like to critique you. Especially brothers, a lot of women like to critique you and everything. I got into an argument weeks ago with some female on Facebook. Well, she was arguing with me, and I was just basically just hitting her with dry comebacks, which was making her upset because I wasn't feeding into it and being ignorant. I had to be a black woman. Sorry, but not sorry. So, in the end, she saw the patch on my arm. She said, you can't even afford to take somebody out with that salary and this and the other. If a female is scouting you for what you do for a living as a means of how it's going to help her out, you don't need to be with her. I'm sorry. I know in better times it was about being a provider, not wanting for nothing. But these guys got you out here telling you that you are a straight failure because you work a honest job and you do the best you can and you strive to do more. And I don't stand for that nonsense. I truly don't stand for it. I think that's one of the most hurtful things you can tell a person, let alone a black man. A black man who's a born suspect. You're going to tell him he's not doing good enough when he's keeping himself out of trouble. Okay? You want to chase, go ahead, chase high value, think a suit's going to take away everything. It's already been proven that a lot of sisters don't want to put in they don't want to put that work in. They want you to come with all the bells and whistles, but they don't want to meet the criteria themselves. And unfortunately, this is what we run into as Black American men. In other parts of the world, especially Africa, it's like Organic said, it's a black woman problem. You're not going to tell me I'm not good enough, and then you're going to go with Mr. Clean. Shout out to Organic. You're not going to go with Mr. Clean looking like the typical wigger, broken down, cockeyed, looking every bit of sick that he is, but because he can give you that designer baby and you feel like you are worthy because the higher society deems you so because he's bending you over. No, that's not the way it works, okay? So I'm telling you guys here, brothers, strive to be the best you can, but don't do it for a woman. Do it for yourself. And when the women start to come around because you're doing well and you're doing better for yourself, you already know why they're coming around. Tread carefully. 'Cause I'm a Fury, I'm out. Peace.